How are we doing, guys? Back to the No Beef Podcast. I'm your host, Bob's BOBZ. Today we've got a brilliant guest. His name is Andrew Munro, one of Edinburgh's finest. Andrew, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Just for having me, mate. I'm very well. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm happy to see you.
You too.
Let's just go into it, Andy. Tell me about yourself. Tell the people who you are as well.
I'm Andy Munro. I'm sucked and born and bred for Edinburgh. I'm 27. I play part-time football and I work full-time. That's as exotic as it gets, I'm afraid.
Andy, who do you play for?
I play for Stenhousemuir. They're based through in Lahr, but I'm club captain too.
That's what I
I
want
know
to
you're
hear.
teasing with that.
Thank you so much, man. Thanks so much. For those people that don't know, I've known Andrew for 10 plus years, easily, right? Longer than that.
Well longer than 10, Bobby. I remember you I mean, you were a goalkeeper for Hutchie.
There you go. So what? Fucking 11, 10 years old.
I remember when they had the goalie training sessions, you know what I mean, and you were there.
Oh, there you go.
So,
one of the best goalkeepers in Edinburgh.
I didn't play goals, mate.
Oh, some boy. So also, Andy, you know what I've done this podcast for is to get men, women of all different kinds of races talk about racism. As you're aware, obviously, unfortunately, we're going for a positive / horrible time right now with racism, not just regarding stereotype, but proper racism towards black people and obviously the Black Lives Matter movement. So my first question to you is, what do you think of racism, and does racism exist in Edinburgh, in your opinion?
Right in there, eh? As a white guy growing up in Edinburgh, I'd love to sit here and go, no, it doesn't. But growing up, obviously being friends with yourself and other black guys, I do know it does exist, unfortunately, which is a shame because we are in 2020. I love to sit here and say it doesn't, but unfortunately it does. Is it as bad? I don't know, because fortunately for myself, I've never actually had to deal with any directed towards me or my family. So, and I'd always like to say I've never ever really associated with anybody who directs it, any negativity towards any different types of races or cultures or anything like that.
Okay, that's good. So you have grown up with different ethnics. As you said, you grew up in Stockton, which is an area very multicultural. I grew up in West Hills, very multicultural. So similar kind of upbringing. So have you ever been witness to one of your friends being racially profiled, or on a football park, or socially, nightclubs or anything like that?
Loads of times, unfortunately. Obviously, you know my good wee pal Kader.
Yep. Yeah. Munro.
I mean, he used to get, like, obviously growing up being young teams. You know what I mean. You know yourself.
Yeah.
Different areas would go for Kader, because obviously he's a black guy and he's a Muslim, and it just wee things, like, no wee things. I say wee things, that's wrong to say, but obviously they go for his name because he's not got like a
British name,
like Andrew, or you know what I mean. Go for that. They go for the colour of his skin and just stuff like that. It's no nice. And to be fair with Kader, I'm just using Kader as an example here, but Kader's mental toughness growing up and just being able to brush that off was incredible.
I know Kader, and unfortunately I've been on nights out with Kader a few years ago in Glasgow, where me and him were targeted. just because of the colour of our skin, you know. Start from the bouncers, and then as the night grew on, you know, trouble started.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel when your friend, your good friend, is being a target of that? Like, does it make you feel angry, embarrassed?
Disappointed,
Why do you feel disappointed?
disappointed because you can't. I can't shoulder any with him because I don't know how he's feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If another white guy is giving me dogs abuse, he's not going to call me.
Yeah, a white bastard.
He's not going to call me a white bastard or a white piece of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not derogatory like that. So I've never actually had to experience anything like that. So I don't actually know how that makes him feel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's why disappointed because I don't know how he's feeling and angry. You know what I mean?
So see the anger is and the disappointment, because obviously you're saying you can't feel or understand the way he's feeling because you've never had it before. Are you also angry because you can't see why that person that's targeting Kadir treats him differently because of his colour of his skin?
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just this seems bad again, but maybe Kadir's maybe the easy target, you know, because he's maybe the odd one out in the group. He's not obviously odd, but he is black, and the rest of his friends he grew up with were majority white.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very. Can you see me all right, Bobs?
Yeah, I can see you. I can see you fine. Yeah, yeah.
It's very shallow-minded people who will go that low. You know what I mean? I don't think do they hate it? Do they hate him for him being black, or I don't know? But again, maybe if they were to be educated and actually learn a wee bit more, they'd think about speaking like that. You know what I mean? I've seen it. Not just with Kader. I've seen it. I've seen it when I've been at boxing fights
Yep.
and obviously one of my good friends is a boxer. He gets the racial slurs and again I'm going to use the word disappointing now because at the time we as friends and as individuals we should take responsibility and report that and actual say something. You know what I mean? So I'm
Yeah.
disappointed that I never confronted it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I think what you're saying is that it's refreshing to hear. Obviously, that's how you feel, and it's also refreshing to know that you are acknowledging what's going on. You know, and you've obviously shown empathy to your friends. But you know, like I said to Michael, I mean, you can't fight everyone. You know, you can't. Do you know what I mean? It's just mentally, you just probably think, did that just happen? Really?
Yeah, I watched.
Call him that.
Yeah, I watched your. I had a watch of your podcast that day that you sent me a link to it, and like you say, are these people actually worth a court case?
There you go. They're not.
They're not, mate. But you like to think if you do report them to the authorities and things, they will be dealt with properly. But unfortunately, I don't think there is enough being done for that type of stuff. In terms of social media, for example, social media can be great for being positive and like I done a run during lockdown and I promoted it.
I saw that.
I
Yeah.
promoted it through Facebook and Instagram and the love that spread was incredible. But again, for all the positive comments, it's the negative comment that sticks out.
Unfortunately, you're right because
I think that's a society, and it's the one negative comment that always plays in your mind. So, say like Raheem Sterling, what he does is incredible. He promote and he will get a lot of praise, but then the one negative comment, the one cunt whose Twitter profile's an egg and user, that one comment, that's the one that'll stick out, mate, in my opinion.
Yeah, it will, and the media will screenshot that, cut that, edit it, put it all over, you know?
Nothing gets done, like.
Oh, look, I mean, it makes me happy that you are aware of this. You're not stupid, you know? When we were growing up, the amount of times Kadir probably complained or said something to the police, nothing gets done. Your details will get taken. I've had it done to me before. Your details get taken. They'll go speak to the family. Before you know it, they'll come back and say, we're just issuing an apology and stuff like that. Best if you guys stay away from each other. Do you know? However, if Kadir or myself had assaulted these people, you and I know what the outcome would be.
100%, mate.
So that leads me on to the next question, Andrew. I mean, when you see BLM, and for those that are listening, BLM means Black Lives Matter.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean to you when you see that, and what's your emotions or your feelings towards when you see Black Lives Matter?
This particular movement, I think is good. Again, social media is right behind it. You know, it's really driving it on, and I think that's a good thing with sport. I'm actually watching Sky Sports News now, and you're seeing all the pictures from the Man City Burnley game last night. Before every game, they're all taking the knee, and
yeah,
I love it. But I don't think it can go the way. Do you mind Nike done the stand up speak up campaign?
Yeah.
I thought, great, you've got your wee wristband. It was like similar to the Beat Bullion band, the black and white United. I thought, great, but then it just died a death. You know, it just dwindled out. I think if this Black Lives Matter movement is going to be successful, it's got to keep getting broadcasted everywhere. It's got to no forced upon people, but just make sure it's out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, 100%. I think as a black male living in Edinburgh, and the interview that I've done, the podcast that I've done, I feel that I have loads of friends from football, from growing up, and we've all went different walks of life. And now at a time, I feel my son, I don't want my son to go through what I've went through. So I think Black Lives Matter right now, I feel it's probably at its most strongest. I think that people are having conversations like we're having. As you said earlier, unfortunately, there will be negativity from social media. And absolutely, as you said, it's shallow-minded people because, you know, Black Lives Matter stands for Black Lives Matter. You know, we want to be treated equally, fairly, and not be discriminated against. And unfortunately, the city we both love and live in, it still goes on, you know?
Yeah.
We're talking from 1998, when we were playing football as young boys, till 2020. Do you know what I mean? And that's quite scary, very scary.
No, it's a shame. It's a shame, man.
Do you know?
That it's a shame that this is actually still happening in today's society, mate. That is, again, I'd love to sit here and go, I know how you feel yourself, Bobs, but again, I don't, mate, because I've never had that chucked in my face. Or I revert back to your podcast. My mum's never jumped on a bus and been called a white bastard, mate. You know what I mean? Obviously, I've seen your mum got called that. That's terrible. I would hate to think that my mum going to her work or something like that, and she's been targeted for the colour of her skin, mate. That would give me sleepless nights, and I genuinely, as much as I understand, I'd love, you know, you say that to me. Didn't he say that to me? That type of mindset, because that's who we are. We're for the schemes, like, and it's sort of fight or flight sometimes, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
But I would, and that's not the right attitude. the right thing to do is actually. I'm just going back to football again.
Yeah.
I seen Graham Souness last night, 62-year-old.
From Edinburgh as well.
By the way, socked him, boy. Even he's saying, help educators. He's 62 and he's saying he doesn't know the right things to say because it is such a grey area.
Yeah.
Help educators, help us how to push your message across and keep it going.
Brilliant. And that's the same stance that you just have there. That's what we want as well. We want you to listen to us. And when I say you, I mean white people, racist, and other race people of human race that don't understand what BLM means. And I did see what you said, and I'm not going to lie. Amongst the black community, Graham Souness is seemed to be prejudiced and as a racist.
Yeah.
Because of the pressure verbally he puts on Paul Pogba.
He's got to get off Pogba's back, like.
You know what I mean? But see, this is the point. So, that's joking stuff. That's casual joking, banter and stuff. But for me, when I saw it, he's a man of stature, Graham Souness.
Yeah.
We're Scottish, okay? So, like, for us, he came from Stockton. He came from an area where we grew up. So it's like, look what he's became. So when he speaks about stuff like that, it makes me very happy and punching the air with pride because I'm like, people are going to listen to him now. The same way people will sit on their couch, tune into Super Sunday to hear him absolutely go mad or put players down and stuff and talk about football analysis. If he talks about that, same people have got a choice. Do they listen or they change their TV channel? Do you know what I mean?
You know what, Bobs, mate? I actually recorded it. I recorded it last night on my phone. And what I was actually going to take for that, I thought Souness was brilliant in the way he came across. But the bit that Micah Richards says about Joe Hart was going to put something up, and he actually texts Micah Richards and he actually says, "Is this okay to put up?" Because sometimes you don't actually want to say too much in case you might offend people.
Yeah.
And I thought Graham Souness' response to that was brilliant. But help educators, and I thought, and going forward here, I think education is brilliant. I think that's the way forward in terms of not just the younger generation, everyone.
Yeah.
The greater good, like everyone.
But I agree with you. And it does start with education, and it starts with maybe on the platform that all these celebrities have or footballers have. They should start talking on their platform. If we're talking about football, bring it up. Make it agenda at a meeting or so on. And the fact that Joe Hart had to text Mike Richards to say, "Is this okay?" Do you know what? If I'm honest with you, Joe Hart's acknowledging, actually, wait a minute, I don't know if I can put this up.
Yeah.
Let me ask my black friend. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But then, like, I had a verbal discussion with a girl that works at the same building as me, and she thought that it's just a joke or casual racism. But I said to her, it's racism at the end of the day. And the fact that Joe Hart had to ask, I rate him for that because I'm like, well, actually, do you know what? You are socially aware of what's going on. Do you know what I mean?
Just touching back on the whole racism thing, I think obviously I've got a wee story. It's no real story. I can't actually go into great depth, but this is me when I was on loan at Clyde. There was a racial incident on the pitch after a game.
Okay.
Like a guy in my team actually allegedly, again I can't say he said it but allegedly called another player a pea bastard.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And again, when it caused a whole commotion, and so I went over to he said this, and I felt comfortable enough speaking up and going for the guy in my team to and basically waiting. If you said that, you're fucking out of order. And to be fair to the guy, he was adamant he never. But again, if anyone ever actually finds himself in that situation, what I would say is I had to deal with the SFA compliance officer and that over it, and I feel comfortable in doing that. You know what I mean? Feel comfortable, and again, it goes back to maybe I should have done more growing up when a couple of my pals were racially abused and stuff like that. But as I've grown older, I felt comfortable, and I'm not saying everyone will feel comfortable. I felt comfortable actually confronting this guy and giving my views of events. And thankfully, it got dealt with.
Okay.
In a positive manner. Well, it's no positive manner, but it got dealt with pretty quickly.
Which is good.
Aye, obviously, and just sticking on the football topic, I do think up here, I think we do it maybe once or twice, the show racism, the red card movement.
Yeah.
I think we've got to do a wee bit more with that. Push out a wee bit more. You know what I mean?
And you know how you felt comfortable? Do you think because of your upbringing, because you grew up around black people, because you broke bread with them, you went out socially with them, they were your friends? Do you think that's why you're comfortable? Because hindsight, on the back of that, there are other white males that grew up where we grew up, but don't acknowledge people like me. Don't feel, I'm not going to acknowledge him, he's black. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's interesting to hear you say that, because we're all one at the end of the day. But unfortunately, we still have a minority.
Bobs, you take a razor, you cut me and you open, the exact same what's going to come out of us.
Same red blood.
Exactly, man. We're all one.
Thank you so much for that, man. Seriously.
Listen, mate, you can bar up as much, but that's the truth, man. You've got, you know what I mean? We've all got a heart, we've all got a brain. Who gives a rat's ass what the colour of their skin is, in my opinion?
And I hope that image, those words, you know, speaks volumes. And I hope that the people that are watching this, they learn something from it and go and educate themselves, you know, because it is, unfortunately, we do live in 2020, and we live in a generation where people are more than happy to make fun of people, but they feel awkward having a conversation that they're very awkward with, you know? So
yeah.
What I can say is that thank you so much for coming.
No bother.
You are appreciated. We will and should do this again.
Anytime, mate, anytime.
To the viewers there, I can happily say there's no beef between me and Andy Munro. Skips.
Yeah.
Thank you again for listening, guys. Look out for another podcast. Andy, thank you so much for coming on.
Anytime.